have to improve the muscle mass. So accordingly, we have to work on the nutrition and training. So body composition is very much required instead of just measuring the fat. When it comes to the youth development and we consider the age under 6 to 9, okay, we have to focus on learning game by playing game. Just let the child play the game. We need not to focus, we need not to correct their skill and all, just let them play. 10 to 13 years of age, learning the functional game skill. There we have to focus on the particular skill. Learning how to play as a team. Under 14 to 16 years, where we train them about the game training phase. Okay, there we have to teach them how to play any game as a team, and learning how to win as a team. When it comes to the under 17 years, basically the performance age, there we have to talk about how to win the match, how to win the competition as a team. So this is the proper process, we can say. This is the proper methodology, we can say, for the youth development. If we use it, we will be able to achieve the success. There are some support services for the athlete, that is sports science. Okay, nowadays if you see that if any team is going to participate at international level, there will be sports medicine experts, one psychologist, one SNC experts, okay, coach, manager. These people will be supported by you. Then the strength and conditioning, athlete career education is there. For the athletes, there are the courses, level 1, level 2 courses also are there in the different games. So the career education also, your career education, at the same time they can go for the education. So these things are in the support of the athlete. Now it is there in the particular system. Okay, if you are going for a particular team or going to play a particular event, these people will be in the support, as well as sports medicine. So there is no need of athlete, there is nothing to bother them. Athletes are going to get all the support system by the government. When we talk about the phases of talent, to identify or develop world-class talent require a structured course, specific pathway. The first thing, the planning and preparation. We have to have a proper planning as well as preparation. The profiling and recruitment. It is not just we go and identify the talent. We have to have the proper profiling of an individual as their body structure, their family background, everything. Then we can recruit. Then we can identify. Then the talent confirmation. We have to confirm the talent, whether really the individual is having talent or he just played by chance. Like suppose if you are selecting a player, when he or she perform better in the competition, or any kind of matches, and we just select him. No, we have to confirm whether he is really talented or he just played better by chance in that particular match. And the talent development. After confirmation, we have to go for the talent development. This will be the proper phases of the talent. As I have already discussed, when we are offering a kind of sports to the child at early stage, like I have listed down some games for the early specialization, all other games should be later specialization. So we have to provide at least 4 to 5 games at the beginning of a child when he want to play any kind of sports. It is not like that from the beginning we have given badminton, hockey, football, basketball. No, they have to play at least 4 to 5 games at the beginning. After that, we can move towards the direct sampling. If they involve in playing 4 to 5 games, okay, after that it can be selected 2 to 3 games. When we select 2 to 3 games in directed sampling, okay, then again the broader specialization can be given. Okay, in broader specialization you can choose 2 games for a child, 2 to 3 games, where he can show his potential. Then after that we can choose the specialization. Out of these 3 games, if he is able to perform better in one game, like suppose if it is tennis, badminton or table tennis, then we have to select any specialization for that particular child. So there we will be focusing on the proper talent development. It is not like at the beginning stage of life we have started, we have given, we are providing the particular sports like suppose hockey, and throughout his teenage up to the teenage age just playing hockey, and we are expecting that he will be able to perform better. In that case, if he reach at the age of 18 years, okay, he will be having many chances of injury because the same type of muscle, same type of movement he will be developing, and the chances of injury will be more. But when we provide 4 to 5 games at the beginning stage, the early stage, then he will be able to develop all the quality of muscles, all the movement. Okay, he'll be able to do all the movement which is required for his journal life, his journal health. So that will be benefited. That will benefit him to perform better in the sports, and the chances of injury will be less in that case. This we have discussed, like in London Olympic, the height of Germany people is 179, Hungary 181, and Great Britain 178. When it comes to the India, you can see the height is 169. Here Germany 177, Great Britain 185, Hungary 179, and India just 169.5 in London 2012 Olympic. So you can see here it is just 169. We are lagging behind. So at least we should have this much height to participate in Olympic. So we can say yes, we have one parameter, one standard. Now the question is how to predict it. When the child is in the age of 2 years, okay, so what we have to measure, this is the first method. What we have to measure is, we can just take the height of child when he is in the age of 2 years and multiply with the 2, we get the predicted height. That is 2 years 2 time. That is 2 years 2 time method. The next one is on the basis of growth curve chart. So when we have the height, when we measure the child of a height, okay, suppose here, and we just follow the growth curve chart. We just follow the growth curve chart and measure the height at the age of 15, 16 or 18 years. Then on the basis of this, you can predict the height. Okay, this is another method on the basis of growth curve chart. Next method is average height, where we have to take the height of a parents, okay, height of a mother and height of a father. Okay, there suppose the height of a mother is 40 centimeter and height of a father is 60 centimeter. Okay, so the total is 100. You can divide it by this 100. You can divide it by 2, so you will get 50. Okay, and if you want to predict the height of a boy, if it is boy, so what you have to do in this 50, the 50 you have to add 2.5. 2.5. So you can say the height of a boy, which is predicted height of a boy, will be 52.5. When it comes to the girl, it is 50 minus 2.5. Minus 2.5. So it will be 47.5. So you can say predicted height of a girl will be 47.5. So this is how you can just predict the height and choose a particular sports for a child. So if you can represent this data to the parents also, like your child height, the predicted height will be this much. So your child is very much suited for this particular sports, and he can do better in the sports. So the parents also will be happy. Okay, when you say this kind of words, when you show the predicted height of his child, your child will become this one. So they will be happy. Okay, and they will be developing some trust also in you. So in that way you can motivate the child as well as parents also to get them involved in a particular sports. There are some advantages of the sports, like for the selection of the athlete, height is the most reliable factors. help of people or group of people. Also, it is a kind of mindset, okay, that develop the philosophy of life. There are these are the advantages that I have already discussed. Now it comes to the somatotype. Somatotype, we know it is a body type where we discuss about the endomorphy, mesomorphy and ectomorphy. So when we talk about endomorphy, it is related to the fatty person. Mesomorphy, it is related to the medium bones as well as the muscularity. Okay. When it comes to the ectomorphy, it is lean and thin person. Okay. So this you already know. I am not going to focus more on that. Why the somatotype is required? The level of performance is associated with the somatotype characteristics. Also, the quantification improves biomechanical limitations. If the person is mesomorphic, ectomorphic, mesomorphic, the biomechanical advantage will be gained. Somatotype is important or selective factor for the success in champions, and the athlete are mesomorphic dominant and ectomorphic. Body is more desirable for them. How? I will just brief you. As you can see here, this plotting. Okay, this particular area denotes to ectomorphy. This is endomorphy, and this is mesomorphy. As you can see here in this figure, most of the sports, most of the gymnastics, boxing, canoeing, golf, diving, most of the sports is lying under this area. Means this is mesomorphy area. Okay, ectomorphic mesomy area. But when it comes to the weightlifting, weight thrower, wrestlers, okay, they fall this side. That is endomorphy area, mesomorphic endomorphy. Okay, this is called mesomorphic endomorphy, and this area is called ectomorphic mesomorphy. So most of the sports are lying in this area. So if you measure the ectomorphy and mesomorphy and ectomorphy of a person, if he or she falls in this particular area, suppose. So what we can say? We can say that you have to choose the games which is under this region. Okay, if the body type falls, suppose in this area, somewhere here, okay, somewhere here, if body type falls here. So what we can say? You can have to choose this kind of game. The body type matters. Okay, it always provides support to a player. It always helps a player to enhance their performance. So we have to look into that aspect. The particular body types for a basketball, like suppose it is 2.1, 4.5 and 3.5. Where 2.1 is endomorphy, 4.5 is mesomorphy and 3.5 is ectomorphy. For the boxing, it is 2.5, 4.4, 2.6. For the athletics sprint, when we talk about 3.5, 3.3, 5.5 and 3. Here the muscularity is more, 5.5. So in this aspect, we have to see that whether the athlete is having proper body requirement when it comes to the body size, Now genotype and phenotype. This is just a simple aspect concept we have. Genotype, okay, it is basically related with the genes, and the phenotype when you change the gene quality based on the physical activity or nutrition and all, that is phenotype. Like if someone born fatty, okay, if he has the genes of fat, if someone born fatty and you are trying to change, you are trying to reduce the fat on the basis of training, diet, okay, so after some time will become the muscular. But if someone is born muscular, okay, and what will happen? The difference between if someone born born with fat and someone born with muscularity. What will happen if you are giving the training to both person at the same time? If someone is fatty or muscular, the fatty person in between, suppose if you stop the training, the fatty person will become fatty again. When you stop training for a month, the fatty person will get fatty, will become fatty again, but the muscular, those who born with muscularity, they will not be fatty if you stop the training also. See, so in that way, the selection of the child also it should be based on the genotype, not phenotype. Okay, This is how the concept I just wanted to brief you. The sides to be measures, like when we talk about the waist, height, weight, skillful thickness, triceps, subscapula, spinal calf. When it comes to the breadth, human, humerus, femur, and girth, upper arm and calf. So these are the sides that we have to measure to identify whether the person is measured to identify the ectomorph, mesomorph, and